welcome back to another wonderful episode of Retro Warriors. With me is I'm your host, leader and Justin VA of Monarch Elite Fighters, and with me is my special two crew members. Say hello.
Hey everyone, your favorite crossover fanatic here, your favorite wild card and second leader of the Retro Warriors or something like that, or whatever you want to call me, or something. I don't know. I can't make an intro for shit.
And this is your sarcastic bastard of a researcher, Hazard of Chaos. Basically the one who doesn't give a fuck and just gets the job done.
Like any good bookworm.
Go fuck
Anyway.
yourself with a 10-foot pole, you son of a bitch!
Yang. Anyway, today's episode, we're going to be reviewing...
He's here to save the nation, so stay tuned to this station. If not, we'll be unemployed. Freakazoid.
Freakazoid. Yep. Hopefully the intro played. Anyway, but today we're not alone. We have a little special guest. We did talk about having some guests with us, so this is going to be one of those episodes. So, if he likes, this guest can introduce himself. Say hello. Oh, and I'm already regretting this guest already. Introduce yourself properly.
Okay. Sheesh. Hello, Puppy Empire Rick here, and thank you. And I'm here with these wonderful people, and I hope they're not going to kill me. But
Yes, sir, we're armed and you're not. What do you think?
but I am grateful I'm here though, because of this one cartoon. Thank you guys for having me.
We got nothing better to do. Anywho,
What we ever have better to do.
I might as well explain this. The reason we're having Ryku here as a guest is because we decided to at least switch it up just for this one time for the moment, and just, have a guest along who basically knows at least some idea of what the fuck good old cartoons are like Freakazoid here.
But just for warning, guys, this isn't gonna be like we're not gonna have guests all the time, so it's not gonna be consistent.
It's whenever
like,
we basically feel it'll be a good, will be like our decision, and even though it would have to be unanimous decision.
yeah, and so if anything, right now we're not gonna say this is a permanent thing or anything like that. We're just gonna test the waters a bit to see if you guys like guests or not. But don't consistently ask for them because that's not what the Retro Warriors is supposed to be. And if you plan to ask us for like certain people for guests, we don't really want to. It's not that we don't want to ask them. We rather prefer if they wish to ask us because because if you guys know what we do on Retro Warriors, we all sit together one big voice call and basically binge watch the shit out of a long cartoon series and all that.
Yep. Not to mention, we basically, if they want to ask us personally, then that's their decision. We're not going to try and bug them into it or anything. If you guys are going to ask us to do that, we cannot guarantee anything. That's literally the decision of whoever basically you guys want to basically have guests with us. But other than that, it's basically just a retro trio for the most part. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Don't like it? Kiss my ass.
Yeah, but if anything, we have the final decision of if we want to have a guest or not, because we don't want to make it a consistent thing, because that's not what we're here for. We're here to review good TV shows and all that. Anyway, but now that's out of the way, let's get started. So today we're talking about the good old man in red unitard, Freakazoid.
Pretty much.
Freakazoid.
God damn it.
Stop
Okay.
that. We probably already have Warner Brothers on our ass already. Anyway.
Okay, I might as well start things off a little bit. Basically,
I'm
just giving a brief synopsis. You can take over from there, Justin, since this is mostly your thing.
I'm just gonna say a little thing what the show was and who it was made by is all.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so this show is Freakazoid. Basically, think of it like another version of Deadpool, but more bluer and red unitardy, I guess. He is made by the Warner Brothers Studios and our beloved creator Steven Spielberg, who's created familiar cartoons with Pinky and the Brain and the Animaniacs.
Well, technically, Spielberg was the executive producer, but you're not wrong. You're not far off either way. It was actually created by, believe it or not, the last two people you'd expect for a slapstick comedy like Freakazoid. It was actually created by Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, who were infamous for basically creating shows such as Justice League Unlimited, Justice League itself, Batman, the animated series, and so on. So this is the last show you'd expect, basically, for those who have a hand in.
Well, if anything, it just shows what kind of humor, because sometimes, aside from the seriousness, there's gotta be some kind of goof humor down there. So.
True. And originally, believe it or not, Freakazoid was actually intended to be a very serious cartoon show. Like, along the lines of Batman, almost. But Spielberg said, fuck it, we're making it comedy.
Yeah, why not?
And a lot of wall breaking.
But, you are not far off, but alright, Hazard, go ahead and give the folks here the synopsis of what you know of Freakazoid here.
Okay, so basically put, Freakazoid's about, essentially, a 16 to 17-year-old kid named Dexter Douglas, who, due to a weird, freaky flaw in his computer, accidentally gets electrocuted, zapped into cyberspace, and turned into, basically, the, as Justin so kindly put it, the red unitard wearing, absolutely insane in the brain, superhero Freakazoid.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. And his catchphrase, nut bunnies.
To be fair, he has a lot of catchphrases. It's just like he just pulls them out of a random bag at anything.
True.
Uh-huh.
But,
Yeah, true.
So let's see. We can start with favorite characters, I guess. I mean, there's a lot.
Well, I guess, but before I just want to get into this one little thing.
What's that?
Sure.
There, like, I thought we could talk about like how it was running and why it ended, maybe.
Why not? I mean,
Yeah,
from
so
what I
go ahead.
know of, here's one of the things that have kind of ruined Freakazoid's chances for a third season onward. The fact that, here's the thing, 3 major factors were what caused this show to basically have a premature end. One was the fact that they kept changing the time slots for Freakazoid, and I mean constantly. And I remember as a kid, they basically aired it like one time they used to air it after school, then another time they aired it during the weekends, on Saturday mornings. It was just all over the place. The second thing that kind of killed the series overall was pretty much the lack of, I guess, here's the thing, their target demographic was roughly from 6 to 12-year-olds. But they kept attracting a lot of older viewers, so they kind of fucked up in that department already. Like, their main audience turned out to be age range of 14 to 30, instead of the original, like, again, 6 to 12, like they intended. And another thing was, what was it? Because, basically how I put this, the last demographic was literally because, people not understanding the series at its time. So, if nothing else, at worst, this was a show guilty of being ahead of its time.
Mm-hmm.
So, ouch on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are the 3 things that kind of ruined Freakazoid in its own right. Mostly production issues, and the demographic wasn't what they were intending. But I'll give Warner Bros. This much. Considering the humor in that series, I'll give them credit for apparently thinking kids were smarter than they actually than like, you know, would be believed. So there you go.
Pretty much. But yeah, but aside from its sad thing, we can all agree from watching it, even though some of the episodes were the same or repeated, but there was a lot of different ones. Because I think it's one of those times, like, when they couldn't think of an idea, they just put the same episode in the
I would be supposed to
so
drew him
that-
out of a hat.
Yeah. But if anything, repeated episodes is still fine. It just means it's good to rewatch and rejoy.
Yeah.
But I guess we can move on to, like, we don't want to bother with the voice actors because
Well, there's a very short list of major voice actors, because there were just there were a lot of voice actors that were there, either as guests or otherwise, but the main ones you need to consider are, like, Paul Rugg, who was the original voice of Freakazoid. Incidentally, here's the fun part about this one. Paul Rugg was not originally brought in as a voice actor, he was brought in as a writer.
Really?
Yes. He was actually brought in as originally as one of the writers. But when here's how he got the role of Freakazoid, and you're gonna laugh at this one. According to an interview, Rugg basically, like, was just fucking around at work one day while he was writing. Like, he was just joking off his friends, making all these fucking weird impressions, and all of a sudden he's like, "You get the part of Freakazoid." He's like, "Wait, what?"
So he just fooled it around.
Yeah. Yes.
Doing voices,
Yes,
and he just got the part of Freakazoid.
pretty much. He was literally brought in just to demonstrate how he thought Freakazoid should be from a writing perspective. But
What?
but somebody apparently recorded his interpretation, and Spielberg approved it on the spot.
Wow. That's when everybody can become a voice actor. Just do a pressure full up with friends, do a couple voices, you can get the damn part.
Yep, and believe it or not, there were a couple of voice actors in the series, like let's see, Ed Asner. He was literally told not to actually act his part, just be himself. That's how he did his role so well. Just be himself.
We also do know Ed Asner is the guy who voiced Cosgrove, our very favorite lovable passive-aggressive cop.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that commands respect just by basically saying the one favorite line of his, Justin.
Cut it out!
Exactly. Another major character, though he was only in like maybe 4 episodes total. Though he was technically a major character, Roddy McStew. Basically an ill-tempered Scotsman who once worked for the villain of the series. Like the major villain of the series.
Anyway, I guess we can move on to favorite characters, but it won't surprise you if most of us would say it's Freakazoid or something.
I'm not gonna lie to you, this is just my honest perspective, but my favorite characters, and this one's a tie, by the way, it's a toss-up between Cosgrove and Candlejack. Fuck you, Ryku, if you say anything.
You said the name. You said the name. I didn't say nothing.
Shut the fuck up.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
No, we're not doing this. Not doing this. Ow, 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 ow.
Okay, ow.
All right. Let's go back to our favorite characters.
Well, it is Cosgrove. Cosgrove. Yeah, I'm not saying that name. I'm not saying that name. And Freakazoid.
I don't blame you.
Frosty, what about you?
Freakazoid. Cause like the randomness.
That sounds about right.
The randomness and the personality. It's all about the randomness of that person.
You are so easy to please.
To be fair, can you blame her though in this case? Can you blame her though in this case? Freakazoid is just full of weirdness.
And randomness.
Well, yeah. But anywho,
Justin?
It's probably Roddy McScrooge, the favorite Scotsman of the group.
I don't blame you.
Freakazoid. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, he was Freakazoid's mentor, and he does know his stuff, despite being, you know, all ill-tempered and shit.
Well, fuck you douchebag!
Can I say this?
What's up?
Can we all agree that Costco's the best person to chill out with, and he will buy us food every time he buys us something?
Pretty much.
I'm not sure if he buys the food. I think they just go out to food. It's like, well, I'll just say this, even though it's probably out of explanation, but we just say, Cosgrove is, when he's just there for a joke, is like when Freakazoid's about to do something, he's like, hey Freakazoid, you wanna go get a malt shake? He's like, okay, and they just go do that.
That's like, oh wait, that'd be the funniest thing. When it's such, and they had a big situation right there, and Costco had knows that Freakazoid wanna go outside ice cream. Well, would I?
Pretty much.
But yeah, but remember, Freakazoid may look like a grown man, but he's definitely not a mature one. He's still like a kid at heart.
He's not.
He's
this is technically a 16 to 17-year-old teenager who just happens to have a superpowered form.
Exactly, but if anything, he's just a kid at heart who just bounces around and not really act mature at most situations. Sometimes yes, but he really follows his teenager heart and mind and things like that. If anything, it's quite the polar opposite of how Dexter would act. If anything, from what I...
Go ahead.
I just want to... It's okay. From what I want to say, or best describe it, the way how Dexter lives his life, I feel like Freakazoid is more of this weird inner child spirit or something that just want to release out from Dexter that he doesn't really do with much of his life. And Freakazoid just like provides that fill in his life where he just does what he can, feels like does what he wants, and just do things that Dexter could never do, you know? That's how I feel.
You want to know the scary
Yeah.
part about that? I was thinking literally the exact same fucking thing just now.
Yeah, is that Dexter? He never have a. He just sit there on his computer, just standing there doing stuff we don't know why he's looking up. He may looking up something inappropriate we don't even know it.
To be
Sadly, I don't think
fair,
that
though, consider how his
Dexter would
family
be that
treats
type of thing.
him.
But I'll agree with Justin. I think he's like his inner child that wants to come out and stuff.
I feel, yeah, it's like his inner child that just wants to break free, let him have the fun, and let Freakazoid do things that Dexter could never really do.
Hi,
Man,
I'm
like-
Dexter. I have an inner child I unleash upon the world by being fucking insane.
I mean, I'm surprised how he's able to keep it all in, especially with, like you said, his family.
You spend far too much time with your computer. It's not healthy.
It's my life.
That's so very, very sad.
That was messed up, by the way. Just like that first episode where Dexter was like his mom says, you can't spend all your time on the computer. It's my life. That's so very, very sad. I'm like,
that was low, even for a parent.
No, here's one worse in my book, and here's why. And, okay, like when they're opening up their Christmas presents, and Dexter got his chip in episode, I think it was 7. And, of course, he was trying to explain, he was trying to explain the most basic way possible what the chip does for his computer. And what happens? It's like, Dexter, you're boring us again. I'm like, nigga! Really? That's what you say to your kid? Be proud that your kid's a smart motherfucker. Like, be proud that your kid is a smart motherfucker. Don't just, treat him like that. That's my honest opinion on that. Like,
Yeah, it's true.
what do you guys think?
Dexter is. I agree with you. Dexter is smart.
the thing is, here's the thing. If anything, I feel like if Dexter could really control what he is, and with all that power, I feel like I'm surprised how he didn't become a villain with all the times he's been pushed around and shit, like how he didn't become a villain. The only thing that I feel like that really stopped him was his good, kind of heart.
Not just that, but Roddy McNeil may have played a part in it along with Cosgrove, so there's that.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, technically speaking, I have to look this up to be sure. Dexter's only true friend in the world, if you think about it, is Cosgrove. Ouch.
Well, kind of, yeah. Well, though there is, frick. So, I'm trying to think of what's her name. That one girl.
Oh, that blonde chick.
Stephanie, that was technically his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but still a friend of Dexter.
Yeah, it's still a friend. Yeah, it's still a friend of Dexter.
They're
Yeah.
mostly in a relationship with the Freakazoid.
Pretty much.
And I want to say, well, Cosgrove kind of did, but he kind of set him gave him the wrong reasons. Like, at one of the episodes, sort of like the origin, we'll talk about more of it in our favorites episodes and stuff. Like, Cosgrove and Freakazoid were just hanging out. Like, I think they were having ice cream or something, because why not? Cosgrove was like saying, you could become a superhero, and Freakazoid's like, I don't know. Cosgrove was saying, like, you could have all that glory, and he's like, nah. You could probably have some wealth and fame and help those in need. Nah. You could get a lot of chicks. All right.
That's the.
At least he's honest about it.
A little more to the left. A little more. No, too much. Yeah, put it back where it was.
Put on your special freak-out pants because it's time to visit Steven Spielberg presents Freakazoid. My special pants are at the cleaners. Don't ask.
Well, that's a base of teenage hormones.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. Even at the, that's funny because another thing that reminded me of one of the episodes, the first episode, where Freakazoid was like getting kissed by one of those girls that Dexter out at the prom, and as you can imagine, she said no. And when she kissed him, and Freakazoid felt like it was bad and shit that he was kissing him and not Dexter. And when when she did a queer distraction. Freak did, tried it with Dexter, didn't work out, Freakazoid came back. And when they were making out, he stopped kissing her and said, "That was shallow and completely full based on hormones. Works for me!"
At least he admitted it. At least that. So Freakazoid, if nothing else, is bluntly honest.
He's truthful.
He's bluntly honest, but we get that Dexter's the smartest part of the group like that in the entire series, but I feel like that Freakazoid is that fun part of the brain that's just like in there that wants to do shit and can never really do it, because...
Yeah.
There's not just Freakazoid we can also talk about, but yeah, but Freakazoid is the main focus, so yeah. There are some characters that we could do without. For example, the ones we could do without, like fucking Fanboy.
Oh god.
Fuck no.
No.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Alright, ladies, alright. For those who don't know, I guess I'll explain it, since these two are in mourning pain as along with me. Fanboy!
No.
Rico?
Shut up there.
Frosty, input a clip of me punch him in the face.
Maybe
Well,
later.
Okay, sorry, Justin.
Well, technically you're standing next to him, Hazard, so you could do it.
Alright, that's why I said me punch him in the face.
Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, alright, so you know how every day in those worlds you get those type of fans, those normal type of fans who's just cool about it, say, hey, I like what you do and shit, and keep it out that. And then there's those normal fan types who's like, oh shit, I'm a huge fan and all that. But then there's the weirder fans who just goes over the board and over the top and shit that makes you uncomfortable. That is Fanboy.
Yeah, that's one of the major, like, side characters, if you want to call him. But, oh my god, can he be annoying.
This character
Go ahead.
Good thing. That character reminds me of something. And I don't want to say it.
I'll say this much. This character is also a bit of a reference of sorts to another series we plan to review. Specifically one character from what we're planning to review next. I think Justin and Crossy know exactly which one I'm talking about.
Please don't say her name. Please don't say her name.
Let's just save that for the next time.
Yeah.
Well, we probably could put a little clip here, but we won't say anything much more about it.
Anywho, there's other characters like Lord Bravery, who I kind of feel sorry for. I mean, all he's trying to do is just be a hero, and he gets so much crap.
It's another one too.
Grows old and dies. Why won't you?
It's one more here I feel bad for. You know what that is?
Who?
I think it's yes, Huntsman. Like he never get no crime. He just got 0 chances. And who else?
I don't think there were that many heroes, to be honest.
No, just a lot of villains.
Yeah.
I think
I doubt you could count the gnomes as heroes. They're just stupid tricksters.
I say Bat Boy or something like that. Batman, Bat Boy, whatever his name is.
Fanboy is not a hero. He's just a.
I say fat. It's fat. I say fat because one of the episodes. F-A-T.
I don't know any other fat boy unless you're talking about Moron or Boron. They changed to
Moron, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the episodes. I forgot. Yeah, I keep forgetting that person's name.
Then, okay, when it comes to the villains, they're plentiful. Leave it at that.
Yeah, but no, I think most of us can agree. I feel like a good villain that really attains to most plot-wise and how he plays himself as a major villain would be Gutierrez.
You're not wrong.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with you there.
Funny enough,
Don't get me wrong. Like the other villains in the show were fine and stuff, but Gutierrez seemed to play more of a plot point. Hell, he even came back even if during after the whole origin episode, and we thought it was the last of him. Nope, he came right back.
He came back like 3 times, I think it is.
Yeah,
I
3
believe
times.
so. Yes.
Jesus, he worked. Jesus.
He's one persistent son of a bitch.
He's
The
not
time
giving.
he came back. The time he came back was when he was able to get a computer, and he was able to go to cyberspace where he became a Freakazoid thing. Then Freakazoid strict him, beat him, and then he came back, somehow escaping the digital world, which we never knew.
I question it.
There's more to that. To be fair though, hilariously enough, Gutierrez was originally modeled after one of the what it show's actual actors, Ricardo Montalban.
Come on.
Like he was legit modeled like physically after Ricardo Montalban, and who actually does provide his voice at times anyhow. And one of his recurring jokes, as we all know, is demanding others laugh with him. And of course, apparently he gets triggered by if you call him a weenie. So there's that.
I am not the weenie.
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 I am not the weenie.
Moving on.
I guess we can move on now since we talked about. Unless
there is one scene I do love when it comes to Gutierrez, though, the eye patch scene.
What's that? We'll talk about that more during the favorite episode. But any other? You guys want to talk about anything else with the villains, or should we move on?
I think we should move on.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Okay, so let's move on to the favorite episodes. So, I think I can already speak for a few things. I don't know what Riku's favorite episode, but I'm going to tell you this. I can already tell Crossy's favorite episode is that one particular crossover episode of Freakazoid, that where she lost her shit.
Yeah,
So,
the
do you want to
crossover
explain
was.
it, So, Crossy, do you want to explain it, or shall I for you?
Go ahead. I might laugh if I remember it correctly.
There was the episode where I don't want to say too much because I feel like I don't want to spoil it for you guys. If you got there are spoilers for much, but I figure you guys want to check it out for yourselves if you want to get back into the series. But there is an episode where Freakazoid, Wacko from the Animaniacs, and Brain from Pinky and the Brain were all in one episode arguing who is Steven Spielberg's favorite.
No, I'm his favorite. No, I am. I am.
And what's funny was they all went to Warner Brothers Studios, and when they confronted them, the only answer Steven Spielberg gave was, "Who are you guys again?" And
Oh my god!
a producer who doesn't know their characters. Brilliant!
That has to be one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
That's messed up too.
That's what you call a friend zone shutdown.
You're not wrong.
Deep Friends was shut down.
Okay, I think I can already tell you what Hazard's favorite is. It's probably the Chip episodes.
You got me pegged on that one for once.
Oh, what?
You actually got me
I'll
on
let
that
you
one
explain
because honestly, the Chip episode, like mainly because of plot, I liked it, but also because you have to admit, for an origin story, Freakazoids are pretty fucking unique. And the follow-ups were also my favorites, but the Chip cemented is one of my favorites of all time in Freakazoid.
And it involves one particular scene that made Hazard lost his shit.
I had to step away from my computer for 2 seconds because of that.
I heard you hiccuping in the background as well, though.
Fuck off!
So you want to tell them what that favorite scene was?
Basically put, Freakazoid chased down Gutierrez after Gutierrez had him and his family kidnapped, and essentially he had Gutierrez stuck to a chair, then pulled back on his eye patch, running all the way to Tibet, apologizing to some old monk while he got there, then let go of the eye patch, right into his eye.
and it didn't really stop there. Once that eye patch hit his eye, he launched not one, not two, but 4 buildings, went to a power line thing, and launched it back through those same 4 buildings and back into that office room.
Where Freakazoid was waiting for.
Which I should have expected, but that's our lovable hero. Alright, Riku. What about you? What's your favorite episode if you got one?
I actually got 2 favorite episodes. It was the very first one. The gymnasium scene.
Oh, I know, it's episode 1 basically.
Yes, with Freakazoid and I forgot what that. Yeah, and with Freakazoid and what's that villain name again?
Cave guy.
Yeah, Cave Guy was
The
freaking arguing. He said, "A grudge of the powder."
I love you.
A grudge of the.
I will smash you. I will grind you the powder.
I love you. As you can see, Freakazoid made us a bunch of giggling idiots here.
And the other one is I think, the Invisible. The Invisible episode.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ.
It's the only thing that made me laugh. The only thing I like because the catchy song.
I don't blame you.
It's so catchy. Even Freakazoid has to admit it.
Yeah. But I guess for me, I have to say mine was the second episode because how stupid and redundant it was, and the fucking Screamo-vision thing.
The Relaxo-vision?
No.
No, the other one, the Screamo-vision.
From the Candlejack episode. Then.
Are you? Hello there.
Oh,
I got you out of here. Go on, get. Fine. You don't want me here. Just don't say my name. As is an idiot. Anyway.
Fuck you.
Well, don't say his name. Anyway. Yes, that episode of episode 2. Aside from that guy, everyone just kept saying his name, which was the stupidest thing ever. Even Freakazoid. And what made me laugh was how he just took a minute, got out of the ropes, and just went like a behind-the-scenes look and talked about the actors. Like, I couldn't tell if he was doing a fancy accent or his normal fucking voice for it. It just made me laugh.
And broke the fourth wall.
So badly. I don't think even Deadpool broke the fourth wall that bad.
No, we haven't seen Deadpool. We see Deadpool break the fourth wall, but not where he goes behind the scenes set. Talking to a fellow actors and a director. Shit.
Only thing who did that is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is true.
But
yeah, but yeah, especially the Screamo-vision is like scream. Cut it
out.
Cut it
out.
Ed Asner for the win on that one.
Yeah, that episode was also great, where they were trapped in an island, and Cosgrove just made the lobe cut his shit out. Like, they were all like, they didn't want to bother listening to it, but they didn't listen to Freakazoid, but they were scared of fucking Cosgrove though.
I was like, what? I was like, how you scared of Cosgrove, the kind police officer?
He's not the kindest. He's a passive aggressive. He's like Hazard.
No, Wayne was while we were Freakazoid, he was so chill. He was chill out and kind. No,
I find it funny how a police sergeant actually makes all these super villains basically listen to him just like that.
I mean, would you want to piss that guy off?
Probably not.
Then there you go.
The funny thing is,
I mean, if you okay, let me ask you guys for the group here. If you saw that man right there and he just said, "Hey, you, cut it out," would you cut it out?
yes.
Yeah.
There you fucking go.
No, it's the best up thing is, what in the life and death situation, he just straight look at him and say, "Hey, you, cut it out."
Cut it out.
And they just stop me. I'm like,
He's like, okay.
I'm like, these people have a bunch of guns. Point it at them and say, "Hey, you, cut it out," and they just fucking retreated. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? I'm like, what? How is he doing this?
Imagine if there was an actual person out there who could actually legit do that. That's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the criminals, hey, cut it out. Cut it out.
But yeah.
But yeah, it's funny how things work in Freakazoid. But I guess what we could talk about is what we also like about the show, not the episodes. The animation was great. The cartoon, the music was great. It never stopped making us laugh, and we can't help but smile with joy when we watch the series. Ain't that right, guys?
You're not wrong. And fun fact about Freakazoid, Cartoon Network did pick up the series at one point back in '97 up to 2003.
Well, Well, at least we were able to watch it some more when we were kids.
Yep.
I watched it at I know you heard this one. I'll probably watch it in. It's the old Disney Channel or Disney Tunes.
Oh, Toon Disney.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
that's
good.
good.
Yeah, what's Toon Disney?
Okay, noted.
It's Toon Disney. Yeah, Toon Disney. I watched that one, Toon Disney, and I was so happy I watched it.
Yeah. But, is there anything you guys want to say about the show?
I think it's worth it. Watch it. You'll be freaking amazed how randomous it is.
Not to mention, it also brings the all-important question: does it hold up today?
Absolutely.
Exactly. It is. If it wasn't, they should now bring it back up in the first place. If it wasn't.
What do you think, Crossy?
No,
And Justin, what were you about to say?
I was gonna say absolutely. The show held up to its humor, its goal, and to entertain us all. Really, it really held up to its goal of like being that childhood cartoon show we can all enjoy. And
Yeah, the ones
Freakazoid
to
just
get behind.
If you guys haven't seen Freakazoid, we recommend you watch it, or at least some clips or stuff, or go to websites to watch them, or get them on DVD, because they're everywhere. Freakazoid's that show you're gonna enjoy, and you'll thank us for watching it, trust us.
Yep. Remember, it's worth it. If you want to laugh, and you want randomness, that's the exact show you need to watch. That show was 100% good.
Agreed.
But
Yeah.
I mean, we discussed the plot more, guys, but there's so much crazy shit within the series that we'd be here out for hours explaining at least a good chunk of it.
Yes.
this is all you gotta know about a little plot. Here's all you gotta know. Dexter Douglas is a new computer ace who put in some kind of keyword password when he got a chip for Christmas, went to cyberspace, became the Freakazoid, and he drives the villains insane because he's a lunatic. That's all you need.
Pretty much. Not the lunatic, not to be confused with the Lunatics Unleashed episode we did of before.
No, that's a
No. I never watched that, I think.
Like I said. And one thing I can honestly appreciate about Freakazoid, they were constantly trying to come up with new ideas. You could tell that the writers, the production team had one hell of a time just come up with random ideas. They were probably, for all we know, they probably were just sitting around an office one day, bored out of their mind, and just spitballing ideas to put down. For all we know, and they probably had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, and they make good episodes of it.
And it's surprisingly educational with the occasional segment about learning different languages.
Exactly.
And if there's one particular scene I know Justin can't stand, it's Relaxovision.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
The reason I can't stand it is because it's YouTube today.
It is. It really is. Like I like this. I'll say if you put Relaxovision one more goddamn time.
Okay, fine. I've had just about enough of this Relaxovision thing.
Like I was legit like Freakazoid at the end of that. I was just like, okay, pal, I just had about enough of this Relaxovision thing.
Oh yeah, what you gonna do about it?
Oh!
I actually had to put my fist together for that one. Because I would have done the same fucking thing. I can tell you, y'all, I'm maybe going off track and venting a bit, but I'm sure you all can agree YouTube is going to fucking bullshit days now. I feel like that's how Relaxovision is. It's like YouTube is becoming that nowadays.
Ew!
No, Justin, you know what's funny thing too? Maybe what they aiming for. Maybe they aiming for that.
Well,
oh my god!
I doubt YouTube will get his shit fixed, for one. And secondly, YouTube is becoming this, like, Relaxovision because it just, I feel like because it's unnecessary fucking copyrights and shit like that here and there, or just giving us bullshit problems and shit and claims and things like that. Just like, makes it hard to work with, you know?
Yeah.
But going
That's how I
back
feel
on
YouTube
track.
That's why I call YouTube Relaxovision. But yeah, that's why I
But
hate
to be fair,
that's why I
also
hate
with
that episode.
Relaxovision, to be fair, they did that mainly. Here's the thing: when Freakazoid did that Relaxovision thing, it was purely as mostly a joke because this was around the time that back when and here's the thing: I can honestly see it. There was a lot of controversy with some of the cartoon violence in general back then, and Freakazoid just said, "You know what? Fuck it, let's make a parody about that shit with Relaxovision." That's my guess on how they handled it.
Basically. Go ahead, Riku.
I agree with her right there. Probably the people come out with ideas. I think Hazard, Justin, and Al, I think they tried to make a parody of how parents complain about stuff like that, and make that into a parody.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason.
The joke on the whole Relaxovision thing was basically how most parents feel that the shows were too violent and stuff, and Freaka's like, you know what, alright, we'll give him a little joke. And somehow that joke just hit the fucking roof with applause and laughs.
Yeah, but some people can agree with us that Electrovision is so fucking annoying.
It's not as bad. It's not as bad as the Screamovision because the Screamovision just says scream and that's it. It doesn't really censor out the good parts and stuff. It's just supposed to input horror.
Yeah, but with the Relaxovision thing, to be fair, it was an episode where Freakazoid was fighting pretty much almost all of his major villains, and they literally skipped the fight scenes as a joke parody of sorts.
Yeah, and remember when Crossy made a joke of that for one of her crossover craziness vids.
mostly the Goku versus Broly fight.
Yeah, I was pissed. I was actually pissed. If that actually happened during the movie, I'd be pissed.
Dragon Ball Super Broly, Relaxovision edition.
Oh my god!
What happened? What parody?
Crossy made a parody of the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, specifically the fights between Goku and Broly, with Relaxovision every time they were about to fight.
I will get you a cuss Spider-Man. I'm so freaking bad.
You know what, Crossy, I'll have Crossy put a link of this after the episode here, after we're done working. But anyway, back on track. I guess this is a good place to end it. First, before we fully end it, I'd like to thank Riku for joining us as our guest for this one.
Thank you for having me. It's great to talk about old cartoons because I like talking about it. It's like childhood.
Also, before we end it, I'd like to say one more important thing. From what Has been telling me and Crossy has, I'd like to thank you all for supporting this little dream of mine that I had in my idea, and I'd like to thank these two chucklefucks with me, along with our little guests, for helping me make this dream come true of mine. Because I always wanted to review TV shows and bring back good shows to the air for everyone, and I feel like this is a good way of doing it. And what Has been telling me is how people been watching the shows we're reviewing. Heck, even people telling me that been watching Megas puts a smile on my heart. It really does.
It's all true. So you guys know who you are. I mean, I can't name all the people off the top of my head at the moment who told me these things, unfortunately, but I can definitely confirm that I've been having people approach me saying they actually loved our reviews, even if we're just fucking around and half the time on them. But yeah, it really means a lot to us that you guys are basically paying attention to what we're saying, and you know, you're watching our shows. You're basically watching us record, just messing around, and basically talk about these old shows because we grew up with these shows.
And what also touches my heart is like how you, after usually the reviews, you actually go watch the shows for yourself and to see if you like it or not.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: if you do like it or not, that's fine, as long as you gave the show a chance. That's all I ask, really.
Yeah. I forgot to say this to you, Justin and Ellie and Hazard.
What's up?
Yes.
Okay. I know Justin know my sister is. I already know you know my sister, but
she's Big Tits?
Yes. But I call Toga, aka my little pain in the ass, but she watched one of your videos, and she liked it, and I was shocked that she didn't tell me this sooner. She said she never ever watched Freakazoid. I was like, you better watch. I was like, with her heard your reviews, she watched it immediately, and she said she. Yeah, I was about to cuss her up for that. Like, you better watch it. And she's already on it, and I think those three.
Well,
wow, that actually puts more of a smile on my heart because, honestly, like I said, it's a dream come true for doing this type of stuff, and everyone's actually enjoying the show. So thank you all for the love and support. We're glad we're doing this.
Actually, no need to. No, before you think, it's more like there's one show that you gotta think that made Retro Warriors became a reality, and that's
I will block you on the head. Well, no, because I get the whole podcast thing, but I was talking about my idea of doing a thing with you three.
Yeah.
Crossy, can you not steal my fucking thunder?
Okay.
Calm down, guys.
But yeah, I think we've been sticking around for too much. So thanks again to Ryku, and I'd like to thank my lovely, my two companions in this mission of watching cartoons with them.
Anytime I'm due, you want me to do more reviews with you and watch old cartoons with you guys, I don't mind watching it with you. I had nothing else to do, so.
Yeah. But other than that, we'll have, like we said, we'll depend on the guests and stuff, and we'll depend if we want to have one, because we're not going to always have a guest, so don't feel like it's a mandatory thing. It's a guest is a random time, alright?
If we feel it's necessary,
just like,
basically.
Yeah, so it's like a little collab, but they want to do something they just with themselves.
And honestly, before I forget, I just want to say that no matter what happens with you guys, like, for all the people out there, all our little honorary Retro Warriors out there watching our shows, I'll say this now. Take what we say with a grain of salt. Even if you happen to like the show, for whatever reason we don't care for it, we're still going to review it honestly with you. We're going to be real with you on how we feel about it, but we're also going to be fair about it too.
Yeah, but yeah, if there are some shows that you like and we're a bit harsh on it, please don't be upset. We're just giving our opinion.
Exactly.
Because everyone has them. I mean, we're not gonna get upset if I'm not gonna get upset if some of you say, "Hey, I watched it. I'm not a big fan of Megan." So I was like, "No, it's fine as long as you watch or give it a chance at least."
Exactly.
Yeah, at least you give. Go ahead, Justin.
Because all I ask is for when somebody says they don't like this show or that show, I was like, well, have you watched it or give it a chance? Because here's my kind of rule. Like, when it comes to a TV show or series, to see if I like it, I watch at least 5 episodes of it, and if I'm 5 episodes in, to see if I like it or not. And if I like it, I continue watching it. If I don't, then it's not my cup of tea, and I stop watching it and watch something else. That's how I go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, when I'm just like, I don't judge things that quickly until I continue watching it. Like you said, Justin, I watch like 4 or 5 episodes before I judge it. I'd rather give it a chance than say that I don't like it at all.
And that's why one of the reasons we reviewed Freakazoid, because it has a little bit of everything, and we can give our own opinions freely on it. Like it or hate it, you gotta at least give it a shot.
Yeah. You know what show I judged immediately?
What's that?
Megan, because I watched that first episode. Oh, see, I don't like it. That was so crispy. I don't want to see it no more.
I won't blame you for that one.
I don't want to watch the show no more because of that scene.
But you gotta, because it's a good show, though.
I think we're getting a little off the rails here.
But okay, I watched it.
Right.
But yeah, I watched it. I continue watching it. It's good. But that scene just killed me.
Alright. Anyway, we're gonna end this stuff here. So alright, so go ahead and say your outros, peeps, or say say who you are and catch you later and stuff. So Ryku, you're the guest. You can say bye first.
Okay. Thank you guys for coming. Make sure to hit this. Thank you guys for inviting me. Thank you, Hazard, Crossy, and the man itself, Justin. Thank you for inviting me for this wonderful review. Thank you. I'm very grateful that I can talk about cartoons and stuff with you guys. And make sure to hit this like button on hit the like button for this review. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and make sure to come to my channel as well. And I'm grateful I'm here.
This has been the leader of the Retro Warriors, and with me are my two faithful members of it.
Hazard
And
Chaos,
one-
sarcastic researcher.
And your favorite crossover fanatic. And like I said, and like I always say before, guys, don't forget to hit the little notification bell to whether or not you don't miss any of my crossover videos. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you don't want to, miss any of the Retro Warriors episodes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye bye, boo.
Later.
Yeah, later, people. See you next time on Retro Warriors.
See my Pucky Empire.
Hey, I'm Mikey Simon, and I'm here to tell you all about my new show, Kappa Mikey. One of my best friends in Tokyo is Gonard. He's a man of great sophistication. But the most important thing about Gonard is he's got a good head on his shoulders.
Gonard to mission control. I've got the Milky Way surrounded.
Anyway, watch Kappa Mikey.
Saturdays at 8 p.m. only on Nicktoons Network.
For the next time on Retro Warriors.